So Antarctica is a perfect place to study how little changes in the environment can have big repercussions. Take the microscopic phytoplankton. Now, if we take the example of microscopic phytoplankton, a kind of unicellular organism, a kind of plants, uh, those grasses, they are like grasses of the sea that nourish and sustain the entire southern ocean's food chain. Now, phytoplanktons are actually the base of the marine food web, and it could affect the global climate also indirectly, because if it gets affected, the whole food chain, marine food chain, will get affected. So in return, it will affect the global climate also. So these single cell plants use the sun's energy to assimilate carbon and synthesize organic compounds in that wondrous and the most important of processes called photosynthesis. Now you have learnt the process of photosynthesis in your previous classes, and you must be some of you must be learning now also. So it is the process by which green plants and some other organisms also use sunlight to synthesize or produce nutrients from carbon dioxide and water. And in case of plants, they generate oxygen as byproduct through this process. So through the process of photosynthesis, phytoplanktons assimilate carbon and synthesize organic compounds. All right. So scientists warn that a further depletion in the ozone layer will affect the activities. You must be aware of the ozone layer depletion just above Antarctica. So if there would be further depletion in the ozone layer, it would affect the activities of phytoplankton, which in turn will affect the lives of all the marine animals and birds of the region. Alright, because the phytoplanktons is the base of the marine food web, and a research suggests that the growth of phytoplankton is reduced with the depletion of ozone layer. The ultraviolet rays are actually inhibiting the growth of phytoplanktons. And if there is further depletion of ozone layer, there will be more loss, which in turn will affect the lives of all the marine animals and birds of the region and the global carbon cycle. Through the food chain, through the food web, carbon moves from one level to the other. So it will affect the whole global carbon cycle also. In the parable of the phytoplankton, if we take it as a story, parable means a simple story to illustrate a moral lesson or something like that. So in the parable of the phytoplankton, if we take the story of phytoplankton, there is a great metaphor for existence. That means existence, it is the metaphor of existence. Without taking care of phytoplanktons, existence of other species would be difficult. Take care of the small things and the big things will fall into place. What metaphor for existence occur? It can be seen here. Take care of the small things and the big things will fall into place. That means if we take care of the things in smaller levels, lower levels, then the other things will remain in their places and will remain in a balanced state. Now to continue the story of phytoplanktons. How to take care of the small things? How can we take care of the small things? How can we save phytoplanktons? By stopping further depletion of ozone layer. And how can further depletion of ozone layer can be stopped? by stopping the activities which humans are doing, which are emitting compounds, or you can say things like chlorofluorocarbons or other gases into the atmosphere, which are causing the depletion of ozone layer. And to stop those activities, we have to bring some policies. We have to take some steps. We have to bring some laws and reforms to protect the environment, to stop the emission of such toxic compounds and gases and elements in the air. So, by taking care of these small things, we can save the whole world. Otherwise, ozone layer will keep depleting, phytoplanktons will die, it will disrupt the whole ocean food chain. In return, it will affect the whole global climate in various manner, in various ways. So it would be very devastating for the whole world, for the whole earth, for all the species. But there is a good news. There is a blessing in disguise. Because of the lockdown, because of the constant inactivity for a very long period of time, ozone layer has healed itself. The hole which was created just above Antarctica is now covered. So what does this suggest? This suggests that we were the ones, we humans, who had caused such problems to ourselves with our own activities. So we have to stop and look into ourselves. We have to find out the solutions for the problems we have created.